Okay, it's part two, Preservation Thursday. Preservation Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I forgot to set the do not disturb, and I got a rude, indignant phone call. Fortunately, you didn't have to listen to that because it got pretty ugly. I hate it when people call and say, "Is this Aaron?" Yeah, who are you? What is this Aaron? Well, who are you? You're calling this number. I want to know who you are. Blah, blah, blah. I hate it when people do that. You know, if you're going to call somebody, tell them who you are, what your business is. You get conversation. So, while the last part one was processing, ate a chili a minute ago. It just went down the wrong way. While I was processing, I went out and planted some strawberries. A little bit there. Planted a few of those strawberries. Made a couple more strawberry baskets for Mother's Day. Got to take care of Mom, folks. Take care of Mom. Tell you what I'm going to do. If you're in the Reno, Nevada, Reno Sparks area, you need something cool for your mom. Strawberry basket. How about this? How about this? $8. $8 for a strawberry. You can't beat that. Moms love strawberries, unless they're allergic. But moms love strawberries. Hey, and the advantage, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about strawberries for a minute while I get set back up here. The advantage of growing your own strawberries, you don't have to worry about all the crap that's sprayed on the ones you find at the store. You don't have to wash them off and do all that stuff. Strawberries happen to be one of the most highly sprayed fruits there are because they're so fragile. So, anyways, let's get back. We were talking IAFST and how I believe I stated that I don't really think anybody was acting with malice, with the exception of Cyprix, and we're talking the Invisiboard Secure View. I believe I've stated over and over. I started talking about that in 2014, folks. It's not their product, and they're scamming labor on that just so they can profit. Again, the members. Let's get back to IAFST for a little bit here today. The members of the board of directors, highly qualified members of labor throughout the preservation industry. Some do a little order mill type activity in partnering up with people and working with people. But for the most part, everybody I see there, the only name I don't know personally is Joe Iris from Hawkeye Field Services. But I can vouch for Jerry Hahn. He's a veteran. Thank you for your service, Jerry. Precision Property Management. He's out of Pennsylvania. Very good guy. As I said, Alliday LLC, we assisted him in developing a product, or not a product manual, but a policy and employee manual, company manual. Jeff Marquis, I know Jeff Marquis from back when NPPG, National Property Preservation Guild. But I would discuss things. The guy's very knowledgeable, very, very knowledgeable, and sharp. Jeff's a sharp guy. And as I said, the person that gave me the complaint against Jeff Marquis and Paramount Asset, I told the guy, I need to know if this is resolved. If I don't hear from you, I'm considering it resolved. I never heard back from those people. So I got to tip my hat to Jeff. Whatever conflict was there, he resolved it. And that, again, back to the part one, autonomy in your business. And of course, Kelly Brown, the Quitam guy on the Five Brothers, or as we call them, siblings. I don't agree with a lot of what Five Brothers does. But let's talk about IAFST and how I see what I'm seeing. I'm excited. I'm excited because this is a voice for labor. This is a bridge, a gap bridger, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. You put, well, whatever kind of phrase on there, adjective, whatever. But there's a coming together is what's going on here, folks. There's a coming together, and that's important when you're talking an industry. For years, the auto industry, we're all on the same page. And then the pecuniary greed factor crept in, and you know, it kind of upset the apple cart, as they say. But this is a new direction. And the thing that I'm encouraged about, these are former members of NAMFS. I don't know if they're still a member while they're developing this, but I will guarantee this. I will go out on a limb, even though I haven't talked to each individual member of the board of directors. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. I believe that the people that are or were members of NAMFS will draw on their experience from that organization to make this organization the premier trade association in property preservation. They're going to have a third-party platform for education. And as many of you know, I've written some education modules for various organizations. The now defunct, I don't know what ever happened to John Allen. I did help and assist developing some of the programming for NARPE International. He actually got some accreditation going on with the Texas Association of Realtors, or TAR, and an international accrediting agency for the education module. I don't know what happened to him. I sincerely hope he's okay. I know the guy was getting up there in years, and I don't know, maybe he's got some health problems or something, but he's kind of dropped off the radar. The NARPE International website is no more, so I will be removing NARPE stuff from our website. However, I will still use that knowledge, and I will help develop other programs somewhere else. I don't know if I'll be assisting IAFST at this time or not. There's been no conversation of that, but so everybody knows, I definitely will help establish and help develop programming for anybody that needs it. Like I said, I did help assist Jerry in a company manual, a policy manual, and a employee manual for his company a few years back. So I do have a teeny weeny itty bitty skosh of experience that I could assist you with there. But let's find out more about this organization as it moves on. I'm sure we'll be hearing more. I will have the interview after, and I did ask. I did ask the question about Bowerman and FAS. Have they had conversations about that, and how do they plan to address it? And we're all waiting right now for the IRS and Department of Labor to come back. If you want to file an SS8, and this is just me, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all understand what happens if the phone rings 1,000 times today. If it rings 2,000 times or 3,000 times or 4,000 times. We understand that. So that said, what do you think the Department of Labor is going to do if they get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000? There's 101,000 vendors on rosters in this country. Just 10,000 of us. Think about it for a minute. If we write the Department of Labor, we send, you need assistance, get a hold of me. I'll help. Get a hold of foreclosurepedia.org, foreclosurepedia.org, up to the minute fraud reporting in property preservation. Mr. Williams over there, the lunatic in the mountain, he'll be glad to help you too. Both of us, we'll do what we can to assist. The more questions on this issue that go in, the more apt Department of Labor, IRS is going to answer a little bit faster. It might speed the process up a little bit. All we can do, stand together, ladies and gentlemen. Come together. We all have this organization, unlike other trade organizations in the industry right now, is focusing on bridging the gap and bringing everybody to the table and finding common ground. Management needs something. Labor needs something. The common ground is the product produced. Labor needs the money. They need to be paid right. Management needs services completed correctly the first time. How does that happen? You have a well-educated labor force that knows what they're doing when they go out in the field. There's IFAST right there, ladies and gentlemen. I believe they're going to be having a summit coming up. I think it's June. I could be wrong. Don't quote me, but it's June, the first part of June, maybe the end of May, right in there somewhere. So you'll be getting updates on that as things move along. But for the time being, right now, the industry is still W-9 because an industry-wide determination hasn't been made. But you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, that the IRS is going to be on top of this. The unemployment offices are going to be on top of this. Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, whatever the heck it is that you pay some medical thing is going to, Social Security, all of this is going to be on top of this because those agencies all depend on revenue to maintain themselves. And, oh well. Let's see here. That said, I want to address one more thing before we get out of here today, and that is, in my humble opinion, a very chicken poo-poo move by Altisource. Of course, Altisource is a common denominator with Boozecheck, Berghorst, Cheap Suit J. We can go on and on. If there's a company out there dogging you on money, chances are Altisource is behind them and they do nothing about it. They do no due diligence. They do nothing. But that said, ladies and gentlemen, apparently Altisource has a do not use list. And I'll guarantee you, because our company starts with A, we're probably at the top of that list. Do not use. Another form of control. Another form of making you an employee. Think about that. Just think about it as we get ready to go into the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be some new stuff. I was a guest on Foreclosurepedia this past week. Go check out his podcast. Go check out the podcast over there on the foreclosurepedia.org, foreclosurepedia.org, ladies and gentlemen. Up to the minute fraud reporting in the property preservation industry and a little insanity in there also. The very, very next item on the ticket, if you will, is going to be the Vincent VAMS Asset Management Services, of course, now mortgage contracting services. And again, let me reiterate what I said last week, ladies and gentlemen. If you get a questionnaire asking you how much time does it take to do this, send it to me. I'll get it to the attorneys for you. I'll keep your name out of it. Same thing on this backfeeding issue. If you have a work order that stipulates they want this electrical backfeeding done, I have to go plug. I've never heard of this. I was told I need a male plug with a cord with two male ends so I can plug in my generator and plug into the wall. And I'm not saying this guy's a bad guy or gal. I'm not saying that at all. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. That is management taking advantage of somebody who does not know. And they've intimidated them to thinking they have to do it. That is control. That makes you an employee. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime they start pulling the puppet strings to push your buttons and make you do something, that's called control. That is employee status. And that is what IFAST is all about, bridging that gap. Let's function it right. Now, on the flip side of that, you need information on how to set a territory up to cover a huge territory. Contact me. I'll discuss it with you. It's like I said, My company covered 12,000 square miles and we were employees. I was a W-2 company and that's what we did. We had employees. It's not a very difficult thing to do. The key element in that is finding field supervisors you can trust in your system. Something to think about. Something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, MCS, asking for AMS work orders to be completed. We're looking for emails on that. If you got MCS, if they've sent you a questionnaire asking about time, how much time, please get me a copy of it. We definitely need it. If you need assistance with filing an SA-8, you want to ask the Department of Labor and the IRS yourself, get a hold of myself, that guy over there, foreclosurepedia.org, foreclosurepedia.org. Hey, we'll help you out. We'll get it together. And remember, I am labor. You are labor. We are labor. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this week's edition, part 2 of Preservation Thursday. You need help in the Richmond, Virginia area, get a hold of that cutie pie up there, Kim Savage. She owes me a dance at the sock hop. Make sure you let her know she got to come out here. Me and Wilson want to take her to the sock hop. We want to take her to the prom, get her in some saddle shoes and a poodle skirt. That's right. Tell her we said hi. Richmond, Virginia area, women at work. They'll get you squared away. D-Land, Florida area, ladies and gentlemen. Brett Douglas, Team Ironclad. He'll get you squared away. And while we're at it, let's plug these guys. If you're in Pennsylvania, get a hold of Jerry Hahn up there at Precision Property Management. Jeff Marquis, Paramount Asset Management. He can help you out too. Hawkeye Field Services. Tony Newman, I think he's down in one of the Carolinas in that area somewhere. He can get you squared away too. And of course, Kelly Brown. I believe Kelly Brown's in Michigan. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, guys, get me the information so I can plug you. I can't plug you if I don't have your information. On a side note, as we get out of here today, ladies and gentlemen, you need advertising? Contact me. You want to talk about sponsoring a show, developing a show? You want to do, got some really great production costs, production fees for a one-time 30-minute show going on. Maybe we want to experiment a little bit and see if we can't take something off. Get a hold of me. We'll talk about it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, happy gardening. Let's have a great day. I got to go plant strawberries. Let's all be safe out there.